Today on Weekly Wire, we find out what road construction projects will be happening in Woodbury this summer.
Find out when you can see an outdoor movie in St. Paul Park.
Plus, we sit down with Representative Kelly Fenton. Hello, I'm Ann Schweisgood.
And I'm Justin Atkinson. Well, the third community meeting to talk about the new Park Grove Library in Cottage Grove is scheduled for May 15th. Washington County is looking for public feedback about what people like about the current library and what they would like to see in the new one. There will also be discussion about what the county has learned during the first two community meetings.
The Cottage Grove Police Department will be opening their doors on May 11th to provide equipment demos, tours of the public safety building, and refreshments. Residents can also register their block parties for Night to Unite. The open house runs from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. Well, spring is here, which means construction season will soon begin, and in Woodbury there are several projects planned.
Roadway rehabilitation will impact 19 miles of roadway in the Eagle Valley and Wedgwood neighborhoods. Improvements will include resurfacing, curb and gutter repair, minor sanitary sewer, storm sewer, and water system repairs, as well as trail repair and stormwater quality improvements. The residential roadways will remain open during construction. You can find more about this project by attending a neighborhood meeting on May 8th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Eagle Valley Golf Course.
The City Center Drive commercial area near Radio Drive and Valley Creek Road will see improvements, including adding a continuous center left turn lane to improve traffic flow. Also, a new traffic signal will be installed at the intersection of Valley Creek Road and City Center Drive. Watch for temporary intersection closures during construction.
The city will also extend Pioneer Drive from Dale Road to Lighthouse Lane in the South Ridge neighborhood. The project includes construction of a roundabout at Pioneer Drive and Dale Road. Work is expected to begin on May 14th and be completed by September.
The Minnesota Department of Transportation will be working on Phase 2 of the Manning Avenue project. This will affect Manning Avenue from Bailey Road to 70th Street in Cottage Grove. Improvements include additional right turn lanes, installing rumble strips, and widening the shoulders. During construction, this section of Manning will be closed to through traffic beginning in June.
Information on all these construction projects are available at woodburymn.gov/road construction.
You can also sign up for the city's InTouch email notification system to receive updates on city road projects.
The city of Woodbury is putting the final touches on its 2040 plan. We caught up with their city planners to find out why it's important.
In a virtual world, building a city is as easy as a click of a mouse. But even in these games, to be a successful city, you need a plan. Which is why every 10 years the City of Woodbury works on their 20-year comprehensive plan.
Comprehensive plans are amongst the most important planning documents that we have. They are truly the blueprints for our community's future.
The Metropolitan Council requires every city in the Twin Cities area to provide a comprehensive plan. Woodbury, along with the Comp Plan Task Force, are currently putting the final touches on the 2040 plan, which decides proper use of land within the city limits. The plan marks spaces for retail, businesses, parks, open space, residential areas, and more.
Much of the 2040 Comprehensive Plan is merely an update from the 2030 Comprehensive Plan. We continue to be known for long-term planning with orderly and phased growth.
This carefully managed growth has served the city well for many years. Even though the plan is due to the Met Council by the end of the year, city planners are still willing to hear from residents.
We do have information about the comp plan update on our city's website. We also have a special InTouch link just for the comprehensive plan, or certainly you can email myself or other staff members with any comments or input that you may have.
The 2040 Comp Plan goes into effect in the middle of 2019. City staff continues to stay busy looking towards the future as planning begins on the 2050 Comprehensive Plan, ensuring that Woodbury will continue to be a great place to live.
You can get info on Woodbury's 2040 Comprehensive Plan on the city's website under the Planning tab.
May is Building Safety Month to help bring awareness of the need for building codes, enforcement, and professional workers to create safe and sustainable structures. All local cities have codes and permits that are required for small to large projects to help ensure they are constructed properly. If you're building a deck or adding on to your property and even installing a new furnace, please check with your City Hall on proper paperwork and inspection.
You can pick up a free Woodbury Parks and Trails map at City Hall, Health East Sports Center, Central Park, Public Works, and the Eagle Valley Golf Course. There's also an interactive online version available at woodburyparksmap.com.
Minnesota House District 53B has been represented by Kelly Fenton since 2014. The second-term representative sat down with us to talk about what drew her to public service.
My name is Kelly Fenton, and I'm state representative for House District 53B in Woodbury. Because of something that my son said on his first trip home after heading off to college. And he said to me, "Mom, you know, my friends and I have been talking, and we think this is as good as it's ever going to get, that we'll never have it better than you." And I thought, you know, these kids are young. They should be so excited for their future and for the plethora of opportunities. When this seat became an open seat, that was all I heard in the back of my head is, "Mom, this is as good as it's going to get." I've been here in Minnesota now for 25 years. I took time off to raise my family. Once I got here, I did a lot of volunteering in the schools. My kids got into grade school and whatnot. I also was a substitute teacher here in Minnesota. I also worked with a leadership program, Minnesota Excellence in Public Service Series. I was actually accepted as a fellow in this program. The program had 3 goals: to run a campaign, to run for office yourself, or to seek a leadership position in your community or within government. After I graduated from that program, I then went on the board and I served as a board member, as the vice president and the president of the program. I love representing the people of Woodbury, and I love working with people. That's the greatest part of this job, are the numbers of people, numbers of constituents that I get to meet on a day-to-day basis. But to walk through the Capitol, and especially now under the newly renovated Capitol, and it just sparkles, and every time I walk in there, I realize what a great honor it is to have been selected by the people of Woodbury to represent them. I've had great success with having great legislation signed into law by our governor. I have pieces that I'm working on this year that I think will make it all the way. And there's more work to be done, and I look forward to rolling up my sleeves and continuing to work for the people of Woodbury and for the great state of Minnesota.
Representative Fenton plans to run for a 3rd term in November.
The outdoor movie nights in St. Paul Park have been announced. Everyone is invited to enjoy a movie at Dingle Park on June 9th, July 14th, and August 11th. The events are presented by the St. Paul Park Parks and Recreation Commission.
Woodbury Police Explorers scored high marks at the 43rd Annual Minnesota Police Explorers Competition in Rochester last week. The program is for teens interested in careers in law enforcement. Over 850 participants from nearly 50 law enforcement agencies competed in the event. Woodbury's Explorers took home first-place trophies in burglary response and DWI enforcement, and placed in 5 other events. Now here's a quick look at some upcoming events happening around South Washington County you might want to check out. Well, Justin, you know, the weather's nicer out now, and a lot of people are starting to get their boats out, getting on the rivers and the lakes.
Yeah, you know, the sheriff's department and the local police departments want to remind everyone to make sure that when you're on the water to wear a life jacket.
That's right. They made kind of a fun little promo recently. May 18th is Wear Your Life Jacket to Work Day, which is kind of a funny way to let people know, you're not going to wear your life jacket. We wouldn't wear it here at the desk. But, when you're out on the boat or out on the river, put your life jacket on. It can really save your life.
Sure, very important.
Yeah, so that's the big message this month as we get back out on those 10,000 lakes.
That's right.
All right, we'll see you next week.